today to award Miss Abby Falconberry as the 24-25
Oh my God.
Teacher of the Year for Buford High School.
It's Friday, April 4th. Teachers and staff are recognized for their excellence, business and college reps bring a fare of a different type to BHS, and how would you survive in a zombie apocalypse? All of this and more on this edition of Stinger on Air. Good morning, Jackets. I'm Lily Floyd, and welcome back to the Stinger on Air. Buford honored 3 staff members for being outstanding in their field. Selena Henson has more.
Oh my gosh! What?
Congratulations! You are our 2025 Staff Member of the Year.
Buford High School recently named their Staff Member of the Year, Beginning Teacher of the Year, and Teacher of the Year. Dale Walker, Registrar in the Guidance Department, received the first Staff Member of the Year award.
Being with the kids and talking with them and helping them, because I started at the front office to begin with. And I came back here in 2008, and I've loved it.
The adjustments for this one is 75.
Jamie Bailey was named Beginning Teacher of the Year. Bailey is in her 3rd year of teaching business. Bailey says she was excited to receive the award.
Honestly, I was just excited because my kids came running in and my family was here, and it was just great. It was a great day.
So for PETA, you're going to do 1/6.
Teacher of the Year, Abby Falconberry, describes her surprise when she was presented the award.
So it was very surprising when my friends and family came through the door of my classroom to give me the award. So I was real surprised. Put relationships first, building relationships with your students and getting to know them outside of just academics and school is super important. And it really is probably one of the things that makes my job as enjoyable as it is.
Bailey says she believes that all teachers deserve Teacher of the Year.
I think every teacher deserves Teacher of the Year because it's a tough job. If I'm having a tough day, I go and look in my folder and I remember why I'm here. And that is my reason for being here every single day and being my best self every day.
For Stinger on Air, I'm Selena Henson.
I'm Tinley Baker at Buford Middle School.
So go ahead and log into Master Connect. All right, on the count, go ahead and log into Master Connect.
25-year veteran teacher Janet Watson was named BMS Teacher of the Year. Watson teaches 7th and 8th grade math and says it was the influence of her teachers that made her want to be a teacher.
As I was growing up in elementary, middle, high, I had some really great teachers and coaches who poured into me, made sure that I was taken care of. And so I decided that that's what I wanted to do as well, is to get to know kids, to teach them, to establish relationships, and to continue to learn myself.
Can anybody guess what kind of poem this is?
ELA teacher Corey Bailey was selected as the Beginning Teacher of the Year. Bailey is in her 4th year teaching, and this is her first year at BMS. Bailey says she likes teaching at Buford.
I really enjoyed that it is very close. We have a great ELA team, which is really nice to have. We're really like family. The administration is great. Just everybody is just wonderful here, and I really enjoy that.
All right, circle the number of this one.
Also, this year, for the first time, a staff member of the year was named. Debbie Bryson, a special education assistant, has been in education for 21 years, 19 of those years at BMS. Bryson says working with students is rewarding.
I just love helping these kids and making it better for them, a better place. And, I mean, they're good kids. They just need extra help. And they're loving and they're gentle. I just love being with them.
You can watch the full interviews with these winners on BufordStinger.com for Stinger on Air. I'm Tinley Baker.
Over 50 representatives were on campus for this year's College and Career Fair. Students had the opportunity to talk with the reps and find out more about colleges and careers. Some of the representatives were former BHS students like Megan Oswald, who works with her sister at Smiles You May Photography.
It feels like amazing because honestly, if you would have asked me the day I graduated high school if I would have had my own business, I would have looked at you like you were crazy.
Peyton Sweat, also a Buford graduate, was here representing USCL and says that College and Career Day is important.
It's like a great way to branch out and experience new things, and then it's also a way to get prepared for your future and college and a way to succeed in life.
College advisor and fair organizer Gracie Helms says some of the students were finding some careers surprisingly interesting.
I'm hearing that everybody is enjoying the fair, that they're learning a lot, that everybody's getting a lot of good interaction, and even connecting with people that they didn't think that they were going to like connecting with, and then they connect with them and they're like, oh wow, maybe I do want a career in this industry.
Current BHS senior Jacob Cato works as a welder at Chief Buildings. Cato took the opportunity to talk to his fellow students and offer advice about how to get into the workforce.
Get out there and talk to people, man. You have got to talk to people around you and figure out what you want to do with yourself. And really, the only way to create opportunities for yourself is to go talk to people about opportunities.
So next school year, you're going to have 3 classes in the fall and 3 in the spring to be considered a full-time student.
But College and Career Day was not just about the fair. We will have that next week.
What are y'all doing?
We're hungry.
Well, you guys need to hurry up.
Why? Oh, because it's time for jacket culture. Prom is coming up on the 12th.
Oh, wait, that's next week.
Yeah, it is. Prom shirts are 15 for 1 and 25 for 2. Prom tickets are $30 each. Make sure to get your tickets for prom, and will be sold next week.
Prom pledge is next Thursday on the 10th, so no skipping. Seniors also have a mandatory meeting following it up, so make sure you stay for 4th block.
Guys, please remember, don't feed Nova or any of the goats. Unless you are in ag class or you have direct permission from an ag teacher, leave the animals alone.
Senior cap and gown pictures are in the multi-purpose building on the 8th next week, so seniors be ready.
Wind testing is next week on Wednesday the 9th for all seniors who need to retake the wind test. And on Thursday the 10th, all third-year students will be taking the wind test. All these students will report to the multi-purpose building in the morning on the days they have their testing.
Gosh, I'm so hungry.
Me too, let's make this quick.
That's been this week's Jacket Culture with Chance Orton,
Ashton Jordan,
and Katie Gunther.
We wanted to know how you guys think you would survive in a zombie apocalypse, so Selena Henson and Brenna Gainey took it to the streets to find out.
How would you survive the zombie apocalypse?
I would cook a lot of food for these zombies so they would get fat so they can't run.
Weapons and a tank. I don't know. I'd probably die.
I don't think I would.
Why?
I'd probably just cry.
Ooh, that's a great question. I just think you have to get with a good group of friends that has your back, and you're good. Yeah.
I'd put a border of spikes around my area that I was living at, so they would just, or treadmills, because they would just walk. I've thought about this.
I'd probably hide and cry and hope that my husband can save me.
I wouldn't.
Why?
Because I have no survival instincts.
Okay.
I would survive just fine in the zombie apocalypse, and I am like 100% certain about that.
Why?
I don't know, I just feel like I'm prepared. I've always been interested in like the little survival shows and like prepping for stuff. So I think I would do just fine in the zombie apocalypse.
How would you survive a zombie apocalypse?
Lots of running because I'm really fast.
So I've actually put a lot of thought into this. I have a 3-step plan. Number 1, you go to any sporting goods store. You get all the treadmills, line them up around the doors and windows, and turn them on. So as zombies come at you, it throws them back. While you're hunkered down there, step 2 is learn the choreography to Thriller, so you can blend in with the zombies while you're traveling. And then step 3, you get you your cow, because you gotta have a steak, if it comes to that. And then you go to your long-term living arrangement, which is a houseboat, because zombies can't swim. That's how you survive.
I would beat them up, and then I would go to the grocery store and hide there. Girl, I'm dying. First day, I'm dying.
Personally, I think I would just run and hide somewhere because that's the best option. But that's all for this week's Singer on the Street with Selena Henson and Brenna Gainey.
Thanks, Selena and Brenna. How about you, Mr. Belk? How do you think you would survive in a zombie apocalypse?
Thanks, Lily. Surviving a zombie apocalypse, honestly, I'm not quite sure. I think we have a lot of things to worry about. Of course, survival's an important one. But man, if that's going on, we got some major problems. So I'm sorry, I don't actually know. Hopefully I never have to deal with that. But I appreciate the question. All right, everybody, welcome to this Friday. Very thankful for the time together this morning. I want to start off with Jacket Pride, as always. Remember, personal responsibility, respect, integrity, dedication, and excellence. I want to thank Ms. Richardson as well as Ms. Whelan for finding what we're looking for and recognizing our students for showing that Jacket Pride. Our recipients for this week are Braden Henson, Kason Cato, and Kevin Hernandez. Great job. Way to show that Jacket Pride. Y'all can come up during your own time on Monday, get your little shout out, your Cersei. And then Kason Cato, you are our t-shirt winner for this week. So great job. Keep it up. Keep on showing that Jacket Pride. We're thankful for y'all. All right, a couple of things just in terms of Jacket Pride, reminders of some expectations just briefly. Just remember, if we are parking in the parking lot, we park. We exit the vehicle and we enter to where supervision is provided. So continue to keep that up. And then the other thing, we've really kept a focus on and a continued focus on cell phones. But remember, that policy did state earbuds are included in that. So as your teachers are reminding you to have those earbuds off and not visible and out throughout the day, remember that is an expectation that they're following from not only school-wide but that statewide policy, and continue to keep our focus where it needs to be with that whole culture of learning that we're working to build as we're preparing for those next steps. All right, a couple other things as we look forward to be aware of. We'll be in homeroom today. We'll be doing one of our final iLead lessons. We're getting to the point, remember our iLead is focused on that ideal Buford graduate, that world-class skill and character that we're always talking about. But one of our last lessons of the school year will be coming today during homeroom, so just be mindful of that. Also looking ahead to next week, looking forward to that career readiness assessment for our juniors and seniors, the WIN assessment. Doesn't get any more real than that, especially given that in real world industries, this assessment is given and it actually has to be paid for by people to take. So looking forward to how awesome y'all do on that career assessment. Remember, always do your best, only you know what that looks like. Okay, so a few things next week. I know we're on the verge of prom, and I know our Stinger staff has talked about the Prom Promise Assembly for juniors, and then also our senior meeting, which is really important next week. But remember, prom, and we'll talk more about this, our goal is to always make that a wonderful experience, and that everybody comes back that next Monday. That's the best way to celebrate a prom, and that's the purpose of our Prom Promise, is that we keep our focus on the things that keep us safe so that that weekend and prom night can be an amazing experience for everybody, okay? All right, last thing for me, we have 2 weeks standing between now and spring break. All right, so really being mindful that championship season will be right there in front of us when we get back from spring break. But at this point, these next 2 weeks will be huge to help us achieve all that we still have in front of us, okay? So with that being said, I have a quick quote. Walter Elliott once said, "Perseverance is not a long race. It's many short races, one after another." And that's what we need to approach this next 2 weeks as. Keep chipping away, keep persevering, keep grinding, going after it, and we'll be in great shape, Buford High School. Again, I'm thankful to be a principal. I appreciate everybody's time and attention. Take care and have a wonderful and safe day and weekend when the time comes. Go Jackets.
Thanks, Mr. Belk. Be sure to check out our Facebook and Instagram for BHS Bracket Madness and get your vote in. The Final Four matchups will drop later today with a championship vote to take place on Monday. That wraps up this episode of Stinger on Air. If you enjoyed this episode, like and comment below your favorite part. Until next time, for Stinger on Air, I'm Lily Floyd. I didn't say sorry. I'm not sorry. I already said that. The Final Four... BHS...
Talking to you. I'd go to the store and pop out.
And then I'd be popped out at 1 in the morning.
It was great.